Peace and love, family. Peace and love. Let's get into another one, man. You know, people ain't paying these bills, man. They're not having it. All right? So we won't get into this one. Don't forget, like always, get right with the Most High, the Messiah. And we won't get into this one. Hey, I don't blame people, man. Things are way too high to be paying. Hey, if that's what make you feel better, hey, it is what it is, right? Let's get into it.
Yeah, truth be told, they ain't ready for this heat. Peel the layers back on every fake facade. They building narratives, we see right through the fraud. I'm the signal cutting through the digital static. My feed is undisputed facts, my flow is cinematic. We expose the truth be told, yeah, the truth be told. Watch the algorithm break as we make it go viral.
Let's get into this one, family. People ain't paying their bills and they're getting sued and all that. You know what I mean? So let's get into it.
Because they're trying to sue me and garnish my wages. And I have a lot of people in my comments telling me I should pay my bills. No, unless it's an immediate monthly bill that could get something cut off in my house, it is not considered a necessity to me. I don't care if I rack up the debt myself. If I can't pay it and I don't pay it, you gotta fight me for it. There is no moral compass when it comes to these companies for me. I don't give a... Even medical debt. If I go to the emergency room and I get 5 bills from 5 different departments, none of them are getting paid. There was also a lot of people very concerned about my credit score. You guys are more concerned about it than me. I don't care about my credit score. A lot of people move through life without actually ever using their credit score. I'm one of those people. I don't let their scare tactics scare me. The debts get passed from company to company to company to company, and by the time it gets to company number 5, they paid like $2 for my $900 debt. They're not getting that money. End of story.
Well, ma'am, I mean, that's the attitude I have. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of people move without credit score. She's right about that. But if they garnish your wages, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? If they stop your income from coming in, what you gonna do? Where would you go from there? So that's the bad side of it. There are bad sides. There's a lot of people saying that they're not paying their bills, but they seem to be paying that car note. You know what I mean?
I'm just trying to understand why people are still paying bills when a lot of y'all can't even afford to feed y'all families. I mean, it's crystal clear that the government don't care about y'all, never have. And we can't forget that they're trying to replace our jobs with robots. So it's like, through all of this sabotage that they keep throwing at us, we still paying them. Like, it's just not making sense. As a collective, we need to come together and stop paying. Like, if y'all gonna keep raising prices and making it hard to live, then at least let me get my full check. Stop paying taxes. I mean, pretty soon, none of that's gonna matter anyways. I said we got about 2 more months of everything being intact and in order. And after that, I don't know. But for now, we should stop paying them because we're not benefiting from paying taxes. Ukraine is. Israel is. I mean, I'm just saying, before all this shit goes down, can we stand for something?
No. No, ma'am. They ain't gonna stand for nothing. You pay your car note, though, because you're riding around in your car. I think these are rage bait videos of people to be going viral and stuff like that, that somebody ain't paying their bills. You paying that car note, you paying that insurance. You know what I mean? Ain't no way. But listen, though, on a serious note, let me stop laughing. I get it where people don't want to pay their bills and people want to stand for something. Stand for what? Ain't nobody going to do nothing about it. People are cultish in this country. People are cultish in this country. People still believe in superiority, and people still believe in things that in 2026, people think because of their skin color that they could get away with stuff and things like that, and don't understand that they at least don't care what race you are. To them, you're pawns. And when people open their eyes and realize that, they're going to be like, oh, wait a minute, then it's too late. You understand what I'm saying? Then it's going to be too late. Until then, even then, It's still gonna be too late. It's still too late now, but people can still gain right now and get security and finance and stuff like that for their family. You know what I mean? But since the accident, that's not gonna happen.
I decided to file for bankruptcy first, and then I stopped making credit card payments. So basically what happened is that I hired a bankruptcy lawyer, and I got financial advising, basically, that they were like, your best option is bankruptcy. And I was like, word, let's do it. Hired a lawyer, and then I had to stop making payments for 6 months before I could actually file, because you can't have like preferential payments on your record. Like, you can't pay off some creditors more than others. Because I had like a number of different creditors, like had a loan and everything, I had to stop paying off everyone all together at the same time so that it was all like equal, which was great because I was literally hemorrhaging money on payments that were making absolutely zero dent in my debt. So that was awesome. Yeah, but I decided first. I'm always down to talk about my bankruptcy, by the way. I love talking about it. It's like the best thing that I've ever done. And it has taught me so much about money and life and just like myself and everything. Like, it was the most valuable experience I've literally ever gone through.
I'm not.
What has it taught you? What has bankruptcy taught you? You didn't get into that in the video. Taught you about money and everything. What did you learn about money? What is money? You didn't get that into the video. Bankruptcy is because you made poor financial decisions. Bankruptcy is because you didn't know how to control your finances. Is bankruptcy bad? When it's personal, yes. There's a flip side to that coin. When it's business, no. So you know. When you find a bankruptcy as a business owner, whole different circumstances. And it doesn't affect you.
Paying no more bills. I don't give a cut all this shit off. I go move in with my sister. I'm sick of it. You know what I'm saying? Every month. Mortgage. You want water? You want electricity? Man? And then you're sitting here, I'm trying to recycle, make the world a better place, so maybe some of these prices can go down. Hell no, y'all stop the recycling.
This is what happens if you don't pay your medical bills in America. You basically have 30 days to pay your medical bills, and they will call you and basically harass you every single day to pay your bill. After it's been 60 to 90 days, they will sell your medical bill to a collections agency where your medical bill will start gaining interest. And from there, they will also start harassing and calling you and basically telling you to pay your bill. Depending on how impatient your collections agency is, they can take you to court and sue you, and they can go after your wages, your paychecks, your car, your home, until that medical bill is paid off. It also really depends on the amount too. Like, I don't think they're gonna take someone to court for $100 bill. I know that your medical bills can't affect your credit score, but once they do sell it to a collections agency, that's when it can. However, a lot of people actually don't know this, but you can actually negotiate your bill and by a lot, like half the cost, because at the end of the day, all they want is your money. You can also do this with your collections agency too. You can also do monthly payments too, and as long as you're making monthly payments on your bill, they can't come after you. So you can literally pay $1 a month and they can't come after you. Usually if you don't have insurance, there's usually charities that will help cover your costs. Even the hospital themselves will give you a discount if you don't have insurance. I know there's a lot of people that will say that their medical bill disappeared without paying for it. That's because either the collection agency gave up the cost of it, like you probably just owed like $100 and they're like, it's whatever. Or because they're gonna come after you years later once your bill has gained a lot of interest. So yeah, that's basically what happens if you don't pay your medical bills in America.
What medical bill you ever seen for $100? You know, it's cheaper to go to the hospital uninsured than it is to go insured. Ain't that crazy? You get a substantial discount for being uninsured. You do. But she said a medical bill for $100, but I wonder what medical bill is that. Just to go into the ER is probably like about $500. So just for a doctor visit be like $100. I mean, come on, man.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but don't pay those credit cards. default on them credit cards. If you're young and you don't need your credit right now, if you're not trying to buy a car, if you're not trying to buy a house, why are you paying that shit? Most of that shit's going to interest. You done max them out. What you're gonna be paying that for the rest of your life, homie. Don't pay it. Default. Let it go to collections. Let me tell y'all. When I was younger, when I was a young lad, no, but for real though, when I was younger, I said, you know what? I was like I was in the industry. I was a server, and I was like paying my credit cards. But I'm like, damn, I could have so much money if I was just not paying this right now, because like it'd be rent, credit cards, broke again. I was like in this vicious cycle. So I said, and I was checking everything, and I'm like, damn, this shit's fucking going to interest. Like, I'm never gonna pay this. I remember did like a calculation for me. It's like 15 years. I was like, 15 years, bitch. Who has 15 years? Not me. So I said, I'm not paying it. So I defaulted it. And then, yeah, I had bad credit and I couldn't get an apartment without a guarantor. Okay, so what? Find someone to be your guarantor. But it's even better if you live at home, or like you have someone that'll be your guarantor. Like, make sure you...
Listen, if you take the credit, be responsible and pay for it. You took it. Pay for it. It's going to hurt you in the long run if you go by credit. If you don't have assets to not go buy your credit. You understand what I'm saying? So, understand that. Just do it. Man, you got a cat or a dog and you're moving your arms and you see all that cat hair and dog hair and you eating. Should use one of them rolling things under your hoodie, man. Ugh.
Don't need your credit. If you need your credit, do not listen to me. But if you don't, clock in, everybody. Pay attention right now. Okay, so basically, when you default, later on they'll go to collections, and then you can settle for much, much lower, which is what I basically did. One of my best deals, most of them, I settled for half. So eventually, you should be saving money so that you can settle after it goes to collection. But I settled for half in most cases. Of whatever I owed, I paid half, and then went away. But the best deal I got was I owed $1,000 balance, and they called me, and they were like, at first it was like 500. I'm like, oh, that's not bad. This is when I first started getting on game that you could do this. I was like, oh, that's not bad. I was like, okay, I could probably pay that soon. Like, I was like, I'll have to call you back though. I don't have that much right now. And the person on the collections line was like, well, how much do you have to give me today? I said, I could do 200 today. She was like, all right, we'll do 200 and we'll close this out. So in the time that I started closing all my accounts by settling, my credit score was back at 750. Like, nothing ever happened. And I am a homeowner today. I've gotten apartments by myself since this. Don't be scared, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Like, think about it. These rich people, they be declaring bankruptcy and doing all this shit. And we're over here scared, pay. They benefit when they have us poor and scrappy-dabby-doo.
Nobody tell you to take the money, though. That's what you're not saying. You're poor because you're a consumer. You consume. Instead of taking your money and putting it into something that's going to make you money, you buy stuff that you don't need. That's why you're poor. Because you're consuming.
You'll hear everybody out there telling you need to save, which I know is nearly impossible for some people. So I'm going to tell you something else. Stop paying the bills you don't have to. That's right. You officially have permission. You got a medical bill you've been trying to pay down that has virtually no interest on it or no interest. Pay them $5 so you don't get sent to collection. Pay them $2. When they call and harass you, say, please stop. Here is my payment arrangement. That is that. Do not pay them extra. The same go for those ungodly student loans. I enrolled in school, so I don't have to pay my student loans because fuck them. I'd rather get educated than pay them 10 times the amount that I borrowed. But if you can't do that, you only default after 270 days. Pay them every 200 days. Do not pay them the full amount. Stop right now paying anything extra that you don't have to, that's not going to hurt you, and put that money into whatever savings or into paying down high interest things like credit cards.
Listen, take these people with a grain of salt. They got a roof over their head and all that, and they tell me they're not paying this, they're not paying that. So I don't know. Might be rage bait. Who knows? If you took the credit and you can't pay it off, talk to the creditor. They will work things out for you before they even put it in collections. They will even drop the interest. and have you pay it off. There's multiple ways to go about it. Just not paying it is not the answer if you go by credit, okay? Credit, do you need it? In reality, no. Is it a necessity? Yes. Why? Because everything in America is done by credit. You go into the hood, go try to get an apartment in the hood, they're going to check your credit. You understand what I'm saying? So no matter what, it's going to be a necessity. No matter what, you're going to need it. So if you don't have assets and stuff like that where you can, do it. I wish I had my wallet because I'll show y'all. I got a bunch of credit cards. A bunch of them. I put $10 to $20 on them once a month. All right? That's all I put on them. They super high limits. I just don't use them. I don't. I use it kind of like a debit card. I put $20 here, $10 there, $30 here. I think the most I would put on them was like $50 each. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, be financial, have financial literacy, learn to manage your debt. All right? Peace and love, family. I'll catch you on the next one. Get right with the Most High and the Messiah. You know what I'm saying? Get with like-minded people. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. All praises to the Most High for another one. I hope you and your family as well. And again, I'll catch you on the next one, all right? Peace and love.